and good morning. Welcome in, everybody. It is 10 to 1, thereabouts, or just a little over a quarter to, here on Twitch. My name is Ami Borshak. Lovely to see you. I spy a Yuki in the chat. That's awesome. Good to see you as always, Yuki. And, yeah, we're gonna take it a bit. We're gonna take it easy tonight. We're gonna chill out. Reiko has been asking that we read their fanfic, Digimon Ghost Strife, for a while now, and the opportunity has presented itself as well, during the birthday donathon, a few months back, we hit a Ami Reads fanfic goal, and yeah, so now we're honoring that donation goal. So if you were there at the time, this is for you. I hope you get what you paid for. But otherwise, I hope you're having a great day. Happy time zone, one and all. I hope you're having a great time. And, yeah, we're just gonna... I don't know if we just jump right into it, or I should do some, a bit more preamble. Because, this is Reiko's Let Me Have a Go for Digimon Ghost Game. And, if anything, I'm kind of jealous that Reiko has had the time to do this. If anything, I'm jealous. Because while Digimon Adventure 2020 was airing, honestly, I wanted to do this for 2020. Finding time and making time are two different things, and Reiko has accomplished both. So I am jealous a little bit, I will admit that. Do I want a Miyu fanfic? No, not really. No. You'd have to pay me to read it, and even then, I'd probably turn it down. So... Iki, brah. Yeah, Digimon Ghost Game is a fun Digimon series, but it is not without its, not without its faults. And Reiko took a lot of those faults personally and decided, you know what? Yeah, as I said, let me have a go. And I've read like the first 2 chapters while I was moving house, and I think there's a lot of good stuff here. But now I have to read it publicly per the terms of the donation. So yeah, I'm jumping for joy at this prospect. Sorry, I was just updating the title of the stream. But spacebar is my jump command, so woohoo! Alrighty. Well, look, let's get into things then, shall we? Let's get into this. So we're gonna swap over here. I've got it all queued up so you guys can read along with me. And yeah, this is Digimon Ghost Strife by Reiko Lupus. So Shall we begin? Hey, Bandit! Welcome in. Thank you for claiming first. Well done. Congratulations. So already I'm loving like the tags here, right? Deviates from canon. Harm to children. Light angst. Right, the tags are incredible. I really think that's hilarious. That deviates from canon is an actual tag on here. Um, so well done, Reiko. Hi. Oh, I use that site too for some. Oh, I don't doubt, Yuki. I don't doubt that at all. So I guess it's just us. Shame that Reiko can't make it, considering they've been pushing me to read this. But oh well. Chapters 9 out of 40. What? Christ, I've missed a lot of this. So all right. So in introduction time. Oh, I know, Bandit. I did. Enough notifications went out about this stream that Reiko will know. And Reiko was pinned in my Blue Sky post earlier advertising that I was doing this today. And then I quoted that to say we were live. So Reiko should have enough notices. But I hope you're having a good day, Bandit. That's when I said it's just us, I was including you. Don't worry. No sign of my mod. She's buried under more and more Grey's Anatomy. She spends more time with that show than she does with me. I'm jealous. Anyway. Anyway. So, a little bit of an introduction to Digimon Ghost Game. Hiro Amanakawa has problems adjusting to change after the disappearance of his father, and having to move to his school's dormitory to not be left alone at home. But after a terrible encounter with a dangerous creature masked by a red cloak, and his father sending him a message accompanied by his new quote unquote little brother, he'll have to stand up to protect himself and those around him and save those he couldn't protect before. Ruli Tsukiyomi, a rich girl with a heart burning for adventure, kindness, and appreciation for the good things in life. Kiyoshiro Higashi Mitarai, a cowardly genius with an insatiable hunger for knowledge and entertainment. It'll be a harsh road to travel for Hiro, Ruli, and Kiyoshiro, as they learn more about the Digimon alongside them, and the state of the world they come from. What path will they choose once they know the truth? Note, this is a fanfic I've been playing, I guess writing, for some time while working on other projects. I had been doing a project of making an illustration of the antagonist of every episode of Ghost Game as the episodes came out, and I'm slow at drawing. Both points are true. I kid, Reiko, I kid. Um, I like that you are diligent. So they took basically the entire week making working on other big things impossible. And yet you still made the time to do it. Now, with Ghost Game having reached its conclusion, and it filling me with spite for the sheer amount of wasted potential, I can work on this fic. My objective is simple: rewrite Digimon Ghost Game into a form that I like, which will be pretty different by the end, even if it takes some time to separate from it, while still using as much as I can from the original. I hope people can enjoy this chapter, even if it's a bit too similar to the original first episode of the show. That's a nice little content warning there. So, um, just to say that, you know, there might not be a whole lot of deviation from where the episode itself was, but as the writing goes on, things will start to branch out into Reiko's more original ideas and break away from the how formulaic the anime itself got. Just just a note, I will not be looking at chat for most of this. I'll check in maybe between every chapter or halfway through a chapter. Just because of the way I've got the setup going, I can't I I don't have Streamlabs and this on separate screens. So I will be focusing on this, but I'll check in and see how you guys are doing or any comments that you have as we go through. So feel free to participate. Feel free to talk about it. Even if you have knowledge of Ghost Game or you don't, I think all feedback and discussion is welcome. And yeah, we'll take it from there. So time to turn Reiko's fan fiction into an audiobook. So let us go. Chapter 1: Time Lost. See the end of the chapter for notes. There's a little link here for the notes. That's cute. Okay. Digimon Ghost Strife. Chapter 1: Time Lost. Unknown area. The auditorium was dark, thinly illuminated by the light of my phone. As I went down the stairs, walking by row after row of chairs, I look at both sides, as if expecting someone to find me, hoping to get my bag quick and get out. Unfortunately, I have to walk slowly, being careful not to fall from the stairs, missing a step in the dark. I would like to turn on the lights, but I shouldn't be here past the closing hours, and I'll get in trouble. The cold, apparently magnified by the dark, starts sending shivers through my body as I reach the bottom of the stairs and walk to my seat in the front row, near the podium. I try to rub my hands together to warm them, but there is nothing I can do for my legs, exposed by the skirt of my school uniform. Ooh. So this is Ruli, right? I reach below the chair, feeling my bag below, taking my bag out. Thank God, it's still here. I breathe a sigh of relief, happy that nobody took it. Ignoring that it's my fault, I forgot it there in the first place. Ring, ring, ring. As I grab my bag, I am startled by the ringing of a clock. Turning around, I point my phone's light at the ringing clock on the wall. Its hands are spinning at high speeds in opposite directions. Is it broken? Bzz, bzz, bzz. Yeah! I almost drop my phone as it starts to buzz. Dummy, it's only my phone. What are you so scared about? I tried to repeat that to myself. But then I see the clock on the corner of my phone's screen. The time is randomly changing every second. Why? Why are the clocks? Then something appears on my glasses, as if standing in front of me. A big, large mouth, sewn shut by old string, appears on them. It disgustingly, slowly grows into a smile and slightly opens, its skin twisting around the strings. What time is it now? Oh wait, no, hold on. That's the the monster. So hold on. What time is it now? Huh? Huh? What is? Yeah! I drop my bag and turn back, trying to run to the exit. But in front of me, blocking my path, is on the closest set of stairs. Something stands there. A tall creature, covered in a red cloak and holding a giant hammer. Its body covered in a black bodysuit, haphazardly sewn together to a giant clock with mechanical arms and legs, and an oversized eye looming over its broken screen, replacing the lower part of his body. Below, below its red hood, a noseless face with a set of tiny green eyes, surrounded by darkness, rests on top of a wrinkled mouth, sewn shut by string. His body is slightly transparent, almost glitched like a faulty hologram, and surrounded by a faint red light. It takes a step forward, and I take a step back. What time is it now? It asks again, looking at me in the eyes and repeating that same grotesque smile as before. What? What do I do? What is this thing? Is it a hologram? A cruel prank? Is it one of those rumored hologram ghosts? What do I have to answer? Will it go away if I answer correctly? What? What time was it before the clocks went out of control? I, I, I think it was 18? Wait, but 18 and what? No, it must already be 19, right? Was was it even 18 yet? I I I don't know. No, don't say that. Don't blurt that out. That's the worst possible answer. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It starts pacing back and forth, twisting its body in all directions, wildly dancing and swinging its hammer with one hand as it repeats what I said. I run. I break off towards the other set of stairs, dropping my phone in my panic. You don't know anything. I look at the creature as I run up the stairs. Its two top eyes and giant lower eyes were fixed on me, shining red with a mad expression as its voice hints at pure joy. It held its hammer with both hands, and judging by its posture, it appeared ready to run towards me. I run faster, looking at the door at the top of the stairs. And then I trip, unable to see the steps in the dark. I fall to the ground, hitting my head on the ground as my glasses slip off, falling stunned for a second. A way too long second. As I look up, the creature is falling from the air, its hammer swinging toward me, ready to smash me to the ground. Kinky? You are mine. I tried to protect my head with my arms, moved more by instinct than reason. There's no way they'll protect anything. But I still keep them raised as tears fall down my face. But when the hammer is about to hit me, it hits an invisible barrier, as if I was being protected by something. But what I felt then felt way worse than actually being hit by the hammer. It felt as if the hammer hit my very soul. A pain so intense that left me paralyzed in place, but intangible enough to not make me double over from the pain. As the creature jumped back, far by the podium, as I could hear the loud thump of it falling onto the wooden floor, I felt it. Something leaving my body. It felt as if my very life was being sucked out through every inch of my skin. And this time, I doubled over from the pain. Yeah. My screams of pain mixed with the laughter of the creature. I squirmed in pain on the floor. I could see my life pass in front of my eyes, but it wasn't as I was always told it would be. I wasn't seeing my past experiences flashing through my eyes when facing death. I saw something different. I saw a more adult me. I saw myself getting into college. I saw myself getting a management position in a big company. I saw myself getting married, walking down the aisle to a man whose face I couldn't see. I saw myself grow old. I saw myself in a hospital bed, my health starting to deteriorate. And then I saw the ground and a pair of wrinkled old hands on it, surrounded by grey hair cascading down at the sides of my vision. The pain stopped, replaced by a new one. This time, a very physical one that I had never felt before, spread through my entire body. I tried to speak, but my throat hurts. My voice sounds strange. I try. I try to get up, but my back hurts, and I fall to the ground. I try to reach for my glasses, but my vision without them has suddenly become a lot worse, and I can't find them. I try. Ooh, spooky, spooky, spooky. So, um, that yeah, sorry, yeah. I'm trying not like I don't want to blow my voice out. We've got Ace Attorney tomorrow, and oh, I'm only seeing now that. Okay, hold on. I can shift this over a little bit. I didn't realize how much text was being lost. So, uh, guess we're gonna have to do it this way. I guess. Hold on. There we go. We might just have to do it like this. Okay. Yeah, that's better. That's much better. Um. Oh, we got a bot. We got hit with a bot, huh? So one thing I do want to say before we continue, English isn't, and we came across this when I read Reiko's previous fiction. English isn't like Reiko's first language, so a lot of the phrasing is going to feel a bit unnatural because of that. The last time I read Reiko fan fiction, I tried to compensate for that, and I think I made it worse. in trying to compensate for that or trying to make the sentences sound a bit more natural. So I'm not going to do that this time. Um, but I'm going to read it as intended, and if the words feel a bit awkward, we're just going to have to work with that. So I can only apologize in advance. So um, just a buy followers crap, but only losing a few letters and a few words now, huh? Well, having the text window full screen should account for that, but I can also, where am I? There, that should solve it, right? Okay. So we cut to Hero. Bzz, bzz, bzz. I pressed the off button to silence my alarm clock. I'm already awake. I don't need it to ring in my head. I simply need a minute or two to wake up properly. I squirm a bit in my sheets, trying to get my face out of the sunlight peeking through the curtains. Eventually, I have to give up and open my eyes, slowly getting up. Open your eyes. Sorry, couldn't resist. Um, I'm greeted by the room I was temporarily given in the dormitory, and a small sigh of resignation escapes my lips. Nothing I can do about that. It's better for everyone if I simply go with it. After getting dressed in a simple shirt and pants, I go to the bathroom and brush my teeth alongside everyone else. It's a bit cramped, and I don't remember the names of most of the people around me. But they keep things clean, which is good enough for me. Looking at myself in the mirror, I look a bit tired, but aside from a bit of redness in my green eyes and my brown hair suffering a severe case of bed hair, everything's normal. I follow some of the people around me to the showers, trying to ignore the people showering around me, and then change into my PE uniform to go to the cafeteria. I pick some steamed eggplant and bread with some apple juice and search for an open table. I spot Kotaro at one of the tables, and as our eyes meet, he noisily raises a hand and starts calling out to me. Oi! Hero! Over here! Ugh, how annoying. Always the same every morning. It's not like I'm not a morning person. I frequently wake up early. But where does this guy get his energy from? He's like this 24/7. If I haven't been to his home to spend the night, if I hadn't been to his home to spend the night, I wouldn't believe he actually sleeps. I walk to his table and sit in front of him, ignoring when he murmurs, ugh, eggplant, thinking I can't hear him. I'm about to start eating, but he suddenly places his hands in front of him in a praying posture. But he's not praying to any god to, thank them for the food or anything like that. This is something that happens every week or so. He's lowering his head and praying to me. Dear God, Buddha, Amanokawa hero, please, show me your homework again. The same Kotaro as always. I knew you were going to say that. I sigh, exasperated at Kotaro for never doing his homework. It's been like this for years. Ugh, fine then. But don't copy and paste when you send it. Write it yourself. I send out a warning that I know will only be half heard as I take my phone and send a copy of my homework to him. It's not like I can reject him when he asks for help, as tiring as it may be to repeat the same things constantly. I know you were reliable. And Sorry, hold on. I know you were a reliable friend. He finally raised his head, breaking off the act. And will you pass the soy sauce too? Not breaking it off completely, keeping his hands in prayer to ask for one last thing. As I munch on a slice of bread, I pass it to him. He uses way too much every day, but, well, if he likes it, who am I to judge? Oh, a friend in need is a friend indeed. He throws almost a lake of soy sauce over his rice with eggs and tomatoes as I cut a piece of eggplant. Hero, you saw the ambulance yesterday. Yeah, what was that about? They say that the sewn lip man has shown up. At our school? Isn't that just an urban legend? There are lots of stories going around lately. I think they've been multiplying in the last few months. There probably was some big advancement in hologram technology, so people mistake advertising hollows for something supernatural and get scared, only to end up spreading weird rumors. Too unscientific for my tastes, but it's fun to hear what weird thing people will come up with next. Ah, the class chat is all buzzing. Could be real. A big smile decorates his face as he gets comfortable with his arm on the back of his seat. Really having fun with this one rumor. I guess the ambulance gave it more realism to him. Freaky, but, well, it would be interesting if it's true. In the end, something supernatural would mean a new field of study. It would be fun to see how scientists pull out their hairs before properly researching it and turning it into another branch of science. Who knows? Maybe this sewn lip man could create a cure for some weird illness or something like that if researched. I pass by the comments on the class's chat, most of them coming from the same person. What's with Ishida? Someone's really well informed. I start reading his comment loudly enough so Kotaro can listen. Here's the deal. Hologram ghosts have been spotted this past 4 or 5 months. Some even say for 6. They're a glitchy paranormal phenomena, different from ghosts. Yesterday's case was, from the rumors, a second-year girl. Kotaro leans forward, his face so close that the stink of the gel in his heavily styled hair invades my nose. They all assume she's dead. Apparently, she apparently she's been missing since yesterday. The one in the ambulance was actually an old woman they found unconscious in the auditorium. Why was she even there? In any case, Ko, if the lip sewn man really existed, or if the sewn lip man really existed, how would people talk about him if everyone that meets him is dead? They say the people have heard it. What time is it now? It's 7:45 a.m. I look at our side, following the voice to find a gray-haired guy checking the hour on his phone. I don't think you have time to be eating right now. Ah, senpai. Oh, Kyoshiro-senpai. Good morning. Haven't I told you before? Call me dorm leader in the dorms and senpai on campus. Remember to use them accordingly, he said while posing with his right hand. As always, it was covered in bandages. I originally thought he was hurt, but he's been wearing them since I first met him, and he doesn't appear to have any problem moving it. Why does he have the bandages? Well, not my problem. What a pain. Did you say something? Kotaro, as always, blurted out what he was thinking, and the dorm leader acted as if he didn't hear it. Good morning, dorm leader. we say in unison, trying to please him for today. He's satisfied pretty easily, even if it's a bit of a pain. Now, Hiro Amanokawa-kun. Hey, why do you always have bandages on? Once again, Kotaro blurted out what he had on his mind, even though that was something he had already asked multiple times. Huh? Oh, this? Dorm leader's face lit up big. He was already always smiling, but it looks like he loves it when he's asked this. He raised his hand and turned it into a fist, once again making a pose. It's just as you imagine. He's having way too much fun with that. Oh, you mean that ambulance yesterday was for you then? Kotaro sprouted forward, enthusiasm in his voice as he pointed at the dorm leader's arm. That injury was from the sewn lip man? Huh? The dorm leader looked horrified. Whoa! There's a victim here! That's not true! Dorm leader quickly lowered his face. Dorm leader quickly lowered to be face to face with Kotaro, evident fear on his face. You do not accuse people of such things so lightly. If you jinx me and lure that sewn lip man, you're gonna be responsible. What are you gonna do, huh? Huh? Kotaro looks overwhelmed as he's basically assaulted by a panicking dorm leader. It's kind of shocking to see both of them like this. Aren't you overreacting a bit? Anyway, Amanokawa-kun, you're in charge of the 3rd floor for the next few days. He separated himself from Kotaro and looked back at me with his usual calm smile, talking in his usual relaxed but firm tone as he walked away. Make sure to get it done. And so he walked out the door, waving at us with his bandaged arm. Yeah, he's as weird as ever, Kotaro said what we all had in our mind. Kotaro said what we all had in mind. Yep. I couldn't do anything but agree. Later, we walk alongside the other students. Passing by the holographic traffic lights and the signpost saying Hazakura Academy. Kotaro stops by the parking lot, looking at a police car. A police car? It's for real then. A police car? My mind goes blank when looking at the car, just starting to remember. Until Kotaro shakes me out of it. Oops, sorry, Hiro. I forgot for a moment. Let's go. Kotaro drags me forward, bringing me back to reality. Kotaro, you're worrying too much. It's okay. Bullshit! You haven't been able to sleep yesterday, right? It's showing on your face. It's still affecting you. No, seriously. It's not that bad. I simply space out and can't sleep when I can't understand something. And the way he disappeared, well, I don't understand it. You sure? Yes. So don't worry too much. Yeah, if you say so. He stopped dragging me and we go back to walking side by side, entering the school. Some news about him? Any hint of where he disappeared to? Nothing. After 6 months, it's probably a cold case. How did he even disappear like that anyways? What was it? His room exploded and then he was gone? No, it wasn't an explosion. It was... What was it? Break. I place the salad, bread, and fried egg on the plates and bring them to the table. One accompanied by a cup of milk, the other with a cup of coffee. It's not as good as Mom's, but she'll be away for a while, with that new war creating a lot of refugees that need help. So, it'll have to do. Nation X strikes again, huh? Keep in mind, that joke works because Ghost Game and Digimon Seekers use... Their Digivice is basically the same thing, so it works. Oh no, I've frozen. Oh well, I'll fix it in a minute. Dad! I call Dad so he comes to have breakfast. Seriously, this man should wait to start working after having breakfast. He's too much of a workaholic. As I wait and receive no response, I sigh and go up the stairs to bring him down. I have my junior high entrance ceremony today, so I need you to hurry and eat breakfast. I knock on his door, but receive no answer. I knock again. The only thing I get is silence. I reach for the doorknob and open the door. Nope. Cafe! Hello! Stretch and a hydrate? Oh, I think I will. I'm kind of frozen, so the avatar won't stretch, but. Ah! Oh. Mm, mm, mm. Oh. You know, I had a nice bath earlier and I was feeling really sleepy. And that stretch just yeah, that has not helped wake me up. That has just made me sleepier. Um but I how are you? Did add some words into the wedding sentence. Oop. Basically, a hair cut off over hero because of your rad logo. Oh, well, I can shrink that down if it's really interfering with the text. I can shrink that down. Uh, there. Hopefully that's better. Hero shower scene. No, Yuki, no. How have I been? I'm doing okay. You know, hold on. Let me reload the avatar here so I can actually emote. um I'm doing okay. Um Voting day tomorrow, so I have the day off work tomorrow at the very least, so that's good. Um I get to go and, you know, help democracy or something. I don't know. Hey Reiko, welcome in. The star author finally makes an appearance. The notification of the stream came as I went to take out my doggo. Isn't that always the case? That's happening a bit lately, isn't it? You're good. You're good. Don't worry. Um. Okay. Let me just reload here, and then we'll carry on. There we go. I'm back. Okay. You could have sent half an hour before it started. Well, well, I could have. I didn't. I tagged you in the post earlier to say I was doing this today, and then I quoted that but when I went live. Lost the Discord notification. You got your notice. Anyway, but yeah. So let me continue on. So where were we? Oh yeah. I have my junior high entrance ceremony today, so I need you to hurry up and eat breakfast. I knock on his door, but I receive no answer. Uh, I knock again, but the only thing I get is silence. I reach for the doorknob and open the door. When I do, the smell of burnt wood invades my nose, and I can see slight smoke coming from the ground. In the corner of the room filled with machines and computers, where my dad should be seated, working tirelessly on his main computer and multiple monitors, there's a clean hole, as if a perfect sphere was cleanly cut out of the room, smoke coming out of the wood it cut. Dad? I walk into the room. I walk into the room. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark. Sorry. I'm getting distracted. The borders of the hole were perfectly cut. Family photo that was always on his desk had been perfectly and cleanly cut, cutting out the upper bodies from it. A great way to never have to show what Hero's mom looks like, eh? There were no signs of Dad anywhere. After that, I contacted Mom and the police, but we couldn't find anything. It's as if he disappeared into thin air or something like that. Now, what could even cut the room like that? I don't know. Sometimes I spend nights researching that, but I I couldn't find anything that fits the description. That's why you didn't sleep yesterday then. Don't push yourself too much. He's probably okay. Yeah, he's the type of man that could survive anywhere if you gave him a stick and a bit of string. He'll suddenly appear one day acting as if nothing happened. By God, if that's not true. Fucker just falls out of a portal. Trips over the portal as he's stepping through it. Fucking deadbeat. Anyway. Yeah, I know that. That idiot is too smart to simply die out of nowhere. If he appears again acting as if nothing happened and doesn't give an explanation, I swear. We walk by the corridors until a teacher calls out to me. Oh, Amonokawa! Perfect timing. Can I ask you a favor? Will you carry those to the storage room? He places his hand on a big pile of boxes. There were about 6 of them. Uh, yes, sure. Oh! Work hard, hero! Nomura, you two. Huh? Oh. Ugh, my hands hurt. We closed the door in the shack behind the school, having brought all the boxes inside. They weren't too heavy, but having to carry so many of them all the way here left our fingers burning. Kotaro is quickly swinging his hands in the air, as if trying to cool them off as we walk back to the school building. Why do you willingly take these on? Sorry. Why do you willingly take these on? Why? I had to think of a reason. Well, there's no point in complaining. Someone has to do it, so I may as well give people a hand. You know, you're probably giving off an unrefutable aura. Wait, what are you saying? The idea of that sounds so dumb I almost laugh while saying that. What even is an unrefusable aura? Oh, unrefusable. Okay. I wonder if I am. Yeah, whatever that is. Huh? We pass by the back entrance to the auditorium. It's surrounded by holographic police tapes and signs warning people to keep out. Gives me a bad feeling. Our school's already known nationwide. What? Already? Isn't that going way too fast? It was just yesterday, right? It's going viral. Kotaro takes out his phone and shows me a Utopia account he follows, talking about the subject. It depicts a photo of a girl in a school uniform and very long wavy hair with her back to the camera, with a big message painted on the screen saying, "Wanted, sewn lip man information." What is this? You showing me your crush? Whoops, of course she isn't. He panics for a moment, trying to hide the screen. A smile creeps across my face, feeling the impulse of pushing on and making fun of him. But he continues before I get the chance. It's this girl called Lirurun. Her Utopia followers are growing fast, and I'm one too. She makes topics related to supernatural rumors. But more importantly, look here. All the responses to the topic are similar messages. I heard it's Hazakura Academy. Hazakura girl kidnapped and replaced by an unknown old woman? Spooky. What the hell is happening in that city? This Hazakura girl isn't the first. How far is it gonna go? And
the engine roars with excitement.
Wing It 94, thank you for the follow.
94 just followed.
Hero's mom, what's a mom? Meg also tagged Reiko in Discord. See, there we go. Proceeds to send the notification right at the time when Reiko is known to take out the doggo. Oops. My fanfic got you a new follower. Praise me. Always follow Irish creators. Well, you're welcome, Wing It. Thank you for joining in. Baltiro Thugus Tarasteach. We're delighted to have you. Kerbal! Irish language? Yeah. I speak a bit. I stress the word bit. I am not fluent at all. Kerbal, how are you doing? Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in. We're turning Reiko's fanfiction into an audiobook. Kinda, sorta. You're goodly? Awesome. None of us here are. This is true. The Irish education system sucks. The language is not taught well. Anyway. We couldn't afford Gamamon's VA. Holy shit, Wing It, thank you so much for the Prime sub. That's so cool. Thank you.
With Prime.
Enjoy your emotes. We couldn't afford Gamamon's voice actress, so we got Ami instead. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna go hide. Okay, I'm just gonna hide behind here. I'm sorry. Using the language earned it. Well, Gurav Mila Mahagat. I give it to an Irish creator once a month. That's awesome. Okay. All right, let me get this mask off. All right. So where were we? Oh. Ah. Ah. So how did you find the channel, Wing It? How did you come across us? Ah, you're right. It's spreading like crazy. Kotaro pockets his phone and starts walking to the auditorium, stopping for a moment in front of the holographic tape before carefully passing in between it. Hey, isn't that bad? What is he thinking? He'll get in big trouble if they see him. Well, Lieberun wants information. We could take a pic if there's something. Is this guy for real? No, I have known him for years. He's 100% serious in his idiocy. He reaches the door and, after a quick try and failure at opening it, he quickly turned to me in his praying pose. Oh, my savior, Hiro-sama, please help me. A sigh escapes my lips as I close my eyes, listening to his lunacy. And I'm the idiot going along with him. Oh, fine. I pass by the police tape, reaching inside my jacket. And from there, I take a small steel box as I walk up to the door. Kneeling in front of the door, Kotaro looking enthusiastically at my work. I open the box to reveal a set of lockpicks, placing it on the ground at arm's reach. I take a few standard ones to get a feeling for the lock. You are seriously handy. Yeah, I guess it's my dad's influence. He isn't satisfied with mass-produced things, so he made the locks of our house himself and taught me how locks work while doing it, so I kind of learned how things work and how to make them not work from him. So, Hiro Amanakawa is the master of unlocking, huh? Sorry. This never comes up again, so I'm using the joke here. Or, or at least it never comes up again in Ghost Game. Ghost Strife? Who knows? All things are possible. Um, Inserting the lockpick, I delicately move it around, trying to form a mental image of the lock. Once I'm satisfied, I take out a different one, more fitting for the job. It's not a standard lock, but also not an especially unusual one. I insert the new one, and after a minute or two, with 3 failed attempts, the slots all remain in place. And the door opens with a clack. Satisfied, I return the used picks to the box and bring it back to its place inside my jacket. Stepping inside, we look inside the auditorium, having entered from the back, leaving us beside the podium. Kotaro goes inside, casually strolling as if he owns the place. Hello? Mr. Sewn Lip Man? We passed in front of the rows of seats. The auditorium was dark, but the tinted glass of the dome in the ceiling, although dimly, let enough light pass so we could see. The rumors say the clock goes berserk. I look at the clock by the wall. 3:38 p.m. The seconds pass normally, and it looks to be at the right hour. Ring. What? We get startled by our phones ringing at the same time. Uh, Liraroon! As we take our phones out, Kotaro starts to mutter and slowly turns toward me. I made an update. Oh, really? 3:39 p.m. I want to forget this ever happened. So embarrassing. A sigh escapes my lips as I look into my phone. For a moment, I panicked at nothing, falling for that rumor of the sewn lip man. You sure this wasn't just a rumor? Then what about the police? I don't know. I'm sure there was some sort of incident, but there are plenty of things that could have happened. How should I know which one it is? Which one it is if the police are still investigating? Ring, ring, ring. We get startled by our phone again. Another update? We take our phones out again, and the time has changed and keeps changing. The numbers are changing randomly, faster and faster, non-stop. At the edge of my vision, I see the clock on the wall going out of control, the hands circling rapidly in opposite directions. We freeze in silence, taking pardon? Galmaleshkel. We freeze in silence, looking at the time at the clock moving in a nonsensical way. Hey. Yeah? I could barely say anything, and Kotaro could barely answer. But I feel like we both got what the other was trying to say. Is this... No, there's no way. This must be a... What time is it now? A gasp comes from both of us, as a voice resounding through the auditorium sends shivers down our spines and freezing us in place. Who said that? Kotaro? What was that you? Me? No, but if it wasn't you. Whoa, the sewn lip man's really here. For real. Whoa. Kotaro, with a combination of fear and excitement on his face, started taking photos all around, from all around the auditorium. Is he serious? No. I'm buying into this too fast. There must be some logical explanation for this. In any case, I have to stop Kotaro and get us out of here. I reach to him, trying to call his attention. What time is it now? I freeze. My heart sinks as a voice reaches directly into my ear, my shadowed silhouette on the edge of my vision. I can't look at it properly. My neck refuses to move, but I can identify a red mask and a mouth sewn shut. The figure disappears, but both of us look instinctively upward, and our gazes fall into it. A monstrous visage of a man melded with a giant clock. Its lower body was a giant clock with feet, a giant claw on one side and some weird machinery on the other. A giant red eye coming out from its broken corner. Its upper body was a mass of muscle tightly covered in some black material, with metal blocks encrusted in random places, a red cape partially covering its body and ending in a red mask covering most of its face, with gears attached on top. Under the mask, a small set of green eyes looked at us from inside what appeared to be black holes, sitting above a wrinkly mouth sewn shut. It floated in the air, looking at us with a twisted smile, firmly holding a giant hammer. Its body was semi-transparent, its borders releasing a red light, sounds of gears turning and chains rattling coming from its insides. And this is him. This is the monster that we're dealing with. Expertly drawn by Reiko. Expertly. A monster nearly killed someone here. I better call out to it. Nomura is such a dumbass. While she's reading. Yeah, sorry. Um, I'm also a voice actor, if you need a deep male voiced feature. No, Jaina Shea Matic. Oh. I just clicked the Irish tag and looked at the streams until I saw somebody interesting. Oh, thank you. um, Unfortunately, it's been really hard for me to convince Ami on 2 occasions to do this. Um, yeah, Nomura is a dumbass. Hold on. Let's see what while you're taking in the visage of the monster here. Let's see what Frosty has to say. Meanwhile, let's catch up on chat. Chat's buzzing with good vibes. Reiko's doggo duty clashed with the stream start. Oops. Wingit's Irish pride is shining, subbing to support Ami's Gaelic tales. Meanwhile, Spito Kerbal raided with giggles, and the Code Crown spreading the words on Ami's new YouTube channel. Voices, fanfic fame, and emote love are in the air. Keep it up, fam. Fam? Ah, Frosty, you fell off. Um. Close I got to a haunted place was the gate. There's a stairs in there knowing for people dying by falling down. I hate walking in there. Yet I think it's becoming a hotel again. Ease. Like, you're just asking for trouble at that point. I feel the creepy aura of the place from the gate, and it felt like someone's cold breath was on my neck while reading the plaque outside. To be fair, I was just throwing it out there. I used to act and have done well, but now just haven't been voice acting and jumping on any chance to expand the portfolio. I guess your tail is Gaelic because it's attached to you. Oh, Meg, that's a bad pun. That is so bad. I dig it. I dig it. Voice acting is nice. If I could pronounce English properly, I would consider trying to learn to VA a bit and upload my writing on YouTube. Yeah. I dabble. You know, I just dabble. I don't. I would love to do this a bit more professionally, but playing through visual novels and doing stuff like that lets me get a feel for characters and voices, and um, it's just something of a hobby. Anyway, let's carry on. Um, You know what? I will say I have like forgotten how creepy your drawings get, Reiko. I like oh, this is just unsettling. And everything just looks so real. Like the wood on the hammer, the texture on the sleeves and the glove, the metal on the gears, and then like the fleshy mouth, like and the strings like sewing it up, like the thread I should say, sewing it up. It's incredibly creepy, and I can't wait to kind of revisit the artwork as we possibly go through more of these chapters. A hologram. Flash. Ah, savior of the universe. Sorry. I saw an opportunity and I took it, okay? From the side, a flash of a camera activated, illuminating the creature. Ha ha Kotaro, what are you doing? Both of your time. Its voice sounded raspy and ghostly, but it quickly stopped as Kotaro continued taking photos of it. It looked irritated. It swiftly fell to the ground, the impact of its fall resonating through the air and the ground, right in front of Kotaro. Why is a Why is a hologram making the floor tremble? Uh, uh, Kataro started screaming in pain as the creature raised its hammer in the air. Is mine. It quickly let it down, the hammer falling on top of Kotaro. His panicked face was quickly covered by an orange sphere that appeared around his body, stopping the hammer in the air and quickly disappearing in a wave. Relief washed over my body at seeing that he was okay and watching the creature jump backwards. This must have been some type of amazing prank, using holograms and hacking into the systems of the clocks. I almost let out a laugh until I see Kotaro's face. His lip was trembling, his eyes wide, and his body was trembling. It looked as if he was in incredible pain, and but he couldn't move a muscle. And then a bunch of red, flat rings came out of him, spinning around his body, followed by a deafening scream. Time are we at? 2 in the morning? No. A soul shattering shout of unbearable pain reverberated across the auditorium as a pillar of orange light shot out of Kotaro. It curved near the ceiling and fell into the creature, who then laughed maniacally, his arms extending into the sky. As the torrent of light filled with zeros and ones, as if it was a computer screen, left Kotaro's body, something strange happened to him. His hair started losing its color. It started turning gray, and his skin started to lose its luster, slowly but steadily getting wrinkled. His hair and nails grew and grew, and his body started resembling more of a mummy than the Kotaro I knew. Until the torrent of light stopped and his body fell limp to the ground from the floor. He looked at me. It appeared as if he was trying to say something. The words couldn't escape his mouth. His face was too wrinkled to try to read his lips. And then the creature stopped laughing. It casually strode to Kotaro and looked down at his limping body. With its back turned to me, all I could see was the back of a cloak. All I could see was the back of a clock, a red cloak, and a clockwork key sticking out of its back. What? What just happened? Kotaro? What happened to Kotaro? What did it do to Kotaro? The creature then slowly turned towards me, hammer in hands and a twisted smile on its face. I take a step back, my instincts pushing me to run, but before I know it, the creature stands right in front of me, its overwhelming size standing tall over me, making me feel defenseless. What time is it now? It said, pushing its face towards mine. I could only see its green eyes. It circled its hammer with a single hand and threw itself back, ready to swing the hammer at me. It's going to do the same to me as it did to Kotaro. No. What do I do? How do I stop the time? What time is it now? What time did my phone say before it went out of control? It's 3:39 p.m. The creature stopped its movement. It looked down at me and smiled. A very wide smile followed by his raspy, ghostly voice. It felt filled with malice. Wrong. It's now 3:42 p.m. It took 3 minutes for all of this to happen since I last checked. Its hammer reached its highest point, and I could see its muscles bulge about to send it down towards me, just like with Kotaro. I cover my face with my arms as if they'll somehow protect me, even though I know they won't. And then suddenly, the lights turned on.
Hey! Is someone here?
I hear steps coming toward me. How did you get in? I lower my arms and look in front of me. The creature is gone. Ida-sensei! There's another student! I see Kotaro on the ground, his now white hair sprawled on the floor. He wasn't moving, and I couldn't see his face. Ooh, okay. Let me just hydrate here. Check in with chat. That stitched mouth always gets me. Considering that I'm currently right, let's see. Thank you for the hydrate, Reiko. If you're writing and then looking for things to read and record. Oh, if you're writing, I'm looking. Oh, cool. It's a hobby for me, but I'm learning. And considering that I'm currently writing fanfic of gushing over magical girls, I'm not sure I can recommend those. That is valid. That is valid. Okay. So we've had another break, so a scene change here. I gotta do something. Move that back over there so I have a clearer view of my screen. I'm just gonna listen for a bit. I mean that's fair, Meg. This is a glorified podcast, so have fun. Good night. Alright, so scene change. I stand beside a hospital bed. The room is full of old people connected to machines, some with family beside them, all of them unconscious. In this bed, Kotaro sleeps. His pulse was stable and relatively healthy for a 100-year-old man. His family came to visit for a moment, but they refused to believe this man was Kotaro and threatened to sue the hospital for making such a mistake, and called me crazy when I tried to explain things to them. They'll be filing a case for a missing person until the DNA tests are done to prove his identity. But knowing them, they won't believe it. That means nobody else is going to be here for Kotaro. Damn it. What the hell was that thing? Why did it... Frustration builds as I clench my fists and teeth as tight as I can. This was done to him right in front of my eyes, and I couldn't do anything. If the teachers hadn't come at the last second, I'd be sleeping in this room too. Frustration combines with fear as my shoulders start to tremble. I start being overwhelmed by the mental image of myself as an old man, sleeping in a hospital bed with a bunch of machines keeping me alive. I'm taken out of those bad thoughts as someone places their hand on my shoulder. I look back to see a nurse, looking at me with worry covered by a professional smile. Visiting hours are over. Go home and rest. We'll take care of him. Okay. I take one last look at Kotaro as he sleeps peacefully, and I walk out of the room and the hospital. Is there anything I could do for him? I am one of the few people that have seen that thing and got out free. The police and doctors may not understand how this is possible, but it doesn't look like they believe my explanation. Will they be able to save Kotaro? Is there anything I can do? Those thoughts flood my mind as I walk back to the residency. I walk depressed through the halls of the residency until I reach the door to my room, but I'm interrupted as I try to open it. Amano-kawa-kun! Looking, I see the dorm leader approaching. There was a concerned look on his face. I heard about what happened. Yeah. I look to the ground. For some reason, I can't bring myself to look at others in the eyes right now. Nomura was hospitalized, and you were asked, what time is it now, right? I simply nod. This is bad. I hear the dorm leader's panicked voice and look up at him curiously. This is bad, bad, bad. This is really bad. He's swinging around in a panic. Fear clear on his face, until he turns to face me holding his head. Yeah. He reaches into his pocket and takes out something, quickly shoving it into my hands. Looking at it, it's a talisman? I hold it in front of my face, trying to get a good look at it. What is this? Can't you tell? It's a talisman! After shouting that, he runs away, his last words being barely audible as he gets further and further away. I am definitely not cursed! He runs away, and I look at the blue talisman left in my hands, held by a long ribbon that appears to go around the neck. Thinking about it, I saw a few ribbons around his neck inside his slightly open jacket. Is he wearing a bunch of talismans? Weird. I pocket the talisman and enter my room. I don't turn on the lights. Things barely visible thanks to the lights from the window. I sit on my bed and take out my phone. Maybe I can find something about the sewn lip man that could help Kotaro. There have been multiple cases, so maybe someone has found a way to turn someone back to normal, or someone that gave him the right time learned something. Ah! I'm startled by a sound, one happening inside this room. What was that? I look around, more scared than I would like to admit I am. Don't tell me. It's the sewn lip man again? Has it followed me home? Clack, clack, clack. A few things fall on top of my head, making me cry and jump forward, hiding by the computer chair. Looking back, I see that what fell on my head landed on the bed. They're USB drives and a bunch of wristwatches? What are those? Wait, that wristwatch. It's the same type that Dad always wears. Where did they come from? I wait a moment and then approach cautiously, looking at it closer. It really looks like the wristwatch, or, well, the health band that Dad bought and modified after feeling it wasn't good enough. That he always wore. They even have the same symbol of 3 overlapping triangles that he always added to his work. I grab the closest wristwatch and look at it so intensely that my eyes start to hurt. There's a slot on the side, I try to press the buttons, but it doesn't turn on. I look at the USBs on the bed. They appear to be the same type as this slot. I grab one of them, a light blue one. It's too slim to be a USB, but I don't recognize what type it is exactly. I slowly insert it into the wristwatch and it fits tightly into the slot. It turns on. Wrong. That's backup. Huh? Oh, it was that. Wrong. That's backup. Huh? The wristwatch turned off again after displaying that message. Was that Dad's voice? Then Dad must have really sent this. He must be alive. I look at the USB and take it out, replacing it with the yellow one. Too bad! That's back up too. Why does he have to be like this at all times? After all this time, and now this. At least label them instead. Well, at least this shows that he's doing well. Dad really likes this kind of stuff. I take it out and grab the final one. When inserting it, the wristwatch lights up, this time brighter than before. And the light grows so strong that it blinds me for a moment. I try to cover my eyes with my hand until it slowly turns off. As I remove my hand, a strange sight appears before me. My room is now covered in grass. The floor is completely covered in grass. Random patches of grass grow from my bed, on boxes, even over wood and my computer. What? Huh? But what? What is this? What happened? As I turn back to look at the rest of my room, I freeze. In front of my door, something stands looking at me. Its expressionless, big, wide eyes, slightly covered by a dark green hoodie, were surrounded by fur. Its paw-like gloves held a big red backpack, and a big pair of ears sprouted from the holes in its hoodie. On its back, a really long tail covered in purple markings slowly swings. It looked right into my eyes. Ah! What is this? A bipedal cat? It slowly moved its left hand and pointed at something. I slowly look away, trying to see where it's pointing. But the moment I tried to look back at it, to not lose it from my sight, it was gone. Where is it? Clack, clack. I freeze as I hear the sound of metal. It was coming from where the cat pointed to. I slowly and cautiously approach the source of the sound, below my desk and behind my chair. As I do, the sound of metal continues, steadily and uninterrupted. I swallow, sweat going down my temples, as I kneel to look at the source of the sound. What is that? In front of me, there's a reptile? No, dinosaur? Small white dinosaur, about the size of a dog, with an oversized head and tiny limbs, and wearing a torn blue scarf, was sitting on the grass, biting a camera. Clack, clack, clap. It looked at me, its big eyes focusing on me. Whoa! I jumped backwards. What is that thing? Oh! You're a Monokawa hero! The dinosaur walked out from below my desk and stopped in front of me. It was speaking very clear Japanese. It talked! I'm Gammamon! Gammamon? It's really talking. It even introduced itself. It made a small nod, likely confirming that I got its name right. What? I have too many questions. Was he brought here by that cat? Did that cat also bring the wristwatch? My thoughts are interrupted as light appears behind the dinosaur. Of Gamamon. It slowly took on a humanoid shape and started to acquire color. It took on a very familiar shape. Yo, hero! My mouth is agape with surprise and shock. You doing all right? I'm doing all right. Dad? A hologram of Dad was in front of me. He was being as casual as ever, as if he hadn't disappeared for even one day. Were you surprised? What do you think? Is this man serious? This damn idiot? Octo! Gamamon tries to hug Dad's leg, but he passes through. It is only a hologram. What is this? What's going on? Dad? What have you been doing? Where are you? You just interrupted me, huh? Don't just keep silent just to say that. This is the digital world. He opens his arms wide, clearly enjoying giving an explanation. Well, it's like a cyberspace. I don't know too much, but isn't it cool? He goes silent again. A cyberspace? How did he get himself inside a place like that? How does that even work? You interrupted me again, huh? Enough already. I didn't interrupt you either. And this must be a recorded message. Why couldn't he make a call? Don't get mad. You see, this Gamamon is a Digimon, a creature unknown to mankind. An unknown creature? A Digimon? In other words, a digital monster. Digital monster? Wait. This is too much information. Hero. Huh? Starting today, Gamamon is your little brother. My little brother? He kept silent for a moment, before exploding into a goofy smile. Take care of him. Huh? Little brother? Oh! Little brother! Gamamon said enthusiastically, arms wide open and sparks in his eyes. Wait, what the hell did you do in the digital world to give me a little brother? No need to worry about me. I've been doing well here for a long time. Now take care of your brother. Take care, little brother. The hologram of Dad starts flickering, about to go out. I stretch my hand, reaching for it, as if that was going to stop it. Hey! But as I expected, it disappeared, leaving me alone with Gamamon. Until it suddenly appeared again. I forgot. Put on that digivice in your hand and insert the DIM card again. I prepared a few backups in case one gets broken. They are made to be durable, but one never knows what might happen. Digivice? DIM card? Wait, does he mean the wristwatch and the USB? I hold the wristwatch, the digivice, in front of me. The DIM is still inserted, so I guess I have to take it out and inserting it again after wearing it? Dad's always been bad with his instructions. Your world will change, hero! See ya! And with those last words, he disappeared again. This time, definitively, in a flash that returned my room to normal. Dad! So that idiot is alive. In the end, he did come back and act as if nothing had happened. Even if it was a recorded message. I let out a sigh, feeling stupid for having ever worried about him. I look at the digivice in my hands. A lot of questions floating in my mind. Digital world, digital monsters. Irritation starts to build up. Oh, jeez, what was he doing for half a year? That good for nothing bump. I'm startled by a book falling down. Looking at it, it appears to have fallen on its own, but Gamamon disappeared. Was it Gamamon? Did he turn invisible? Are you there? After a moment without an answer, the chair of my desk moves on its own as if it was kicked. I look at the digivice in my hands, the thing that transformed my room in the first place. Remembering Dad's instructions, I take out the dim card and strap the digivice around my left wrist. As I do, the black screen lights up, a white line going up and down, similar to a heart monitor. In the corner of my vision, I see Gamamon slowly becoming visible, inspecting my library from the top of my desk. But this time, his body is transparent, covered in glitch-like patterns, and surrounded by a slight white light, similar to the sewn lip man. That realization tenses me up. A transparent, glitch-like body? A creature unknown to mankind? Digital monsters? Is the sewn lip man a Digimon? I look closer at Gamamon, starting to fear him at the implication. But looking at his awestruck face while inspecting everything, that feeling quickly fades away. A Digimon. A hologram. Its transparent body makes me doubt if it's even really alive, but a quick glance at the book on the ground takes my doubt away. Is this... Is he my little brother now? As he inspects the lamp on my desk, I look back to the digivice around my wrist. After a moment of doubt, I take the dim card and insert it again. After a moment of waiting with nothing happening, I reach for the lowest button and press it. A blue symbol, composed of a hollow arrow pointing down and two triangles at its side, appears on the screen. Following it, the black digivice starts changing color, turning into a pure white with red, blue, green, and black accents. And in front of me, a wave of blue light passes through Gamamon from top to bottom, surrounded by transparent cubes. Once the wave disappears, Gamamon looks solid again. Oh! He looks at his hands, apparently happy, while I'm dumbfounded at the sight. The room still looks like normal. That means this is real. That's a real body, leaving a shadow behind him and producing slight thumping sounds when stepping over my desk. He's not a hologram. Ow! Gamamon suddenly jumped at me, climbing onto my leg and biting it. This is definitely not a hologram. It hurts. I fall onto the bed and he stops, standing over my mattress. Hero, take care of me, he said with a happy face, enthusiastically raising his hand. You want to be taken care of too? What the hell is happening today? Ring. 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 My mind stops, flooded with a sudden sense of dread. The sound making me remember what happened earlier today, as the phone in my pocket vibrates. Gamamon's eyes turn into slits, and he starts growling at the window. What is he growling at? I nervously take the phone out of my pocket and look at the screen. The time is changing rapidly. I look at my alarm clock on the small desk beside my bed, and its hands are spinning rapidly in random directions. And and in my window, through the gap between the curtains, a small green eye over a mouth sewn shut. It followed me home. I jump to the back of my bed and hide myself as my window explodes inwards, sending fragments flying into my room. My chair, desk, and the side of my bed ended with glass fragments stabbing through them. But fortunately, they didn't reach all the way to me. Gamamon jumps to the floor, hands and legs on the floor and tail raised, growling at the figure slowly looking through my window. Too big to enter. Figure with a twisted smile on its sewn shut mouth, carrying a giant hammer. I look at it, my blood going cold, my body starting to shiver when his small green eyes lock on mine. But when they do, his face changes. Instead of its constant twisted smile, it looks surprised? You can see me clearly. See it clearly? What does he mean? The Digivice. Gamamon was invisible until I put it on. In that case, can the sewn lip man change from visible to invisible at will unless I wear it? If that's the case, it really is. His confused face continues as he looks down at Gamamon. Is that a Digimon? I'm Gamamon! Its confused face slowly goes away, returning to its normal smile. It focuses on Gamamon, ignoring my presence. I'm Clockmon. His raspy and ghostly voice now had an edge to it. It sounded almost joyous. Something about it still sent a chill down my spine. Clockmon. Clockmon. Mon. He really is a digital monster. One of the creatures Dad talked about. Is he used to dealing with things like this? Is he really okay? What do you want? Gamamon shouted with an aggressiveness I hadn't heard from him yet. He sounded like he was ready to pounce at Clockmon. I guess I could entertain a child with a bit of my time. He sounded amused. There was a hint of superiority in his voice, but didn't appear directly violent towards Gamamon. Maybe because both are Digimon? You see, my greatest pleasure is to look at the time stolen from humans. It's a very short but very dense time, almost predetermined with a clear beginning and end, but at the same time, infinitely variable. I can't get enough of it. He was smiling from ear to ear as he set his sights on me. His time. He swung his hammer backward. He's coming. Is mine! You give me bad vibes! Gamamon quickly charged at Clockmon, jumping and headbutting at his stomach, his horns digging into him and throwing both of them backward, falling from our 7th floor. Thump, clash, thump, crash. Gamamon! I run to the window, looking down. The sewn lip Clockmon retreated, and Gamamon gave pursuit. Gamamon, wait! That thing's dangerous! Doesn't look like he heard me. Damn it, I can't leave him alone. Dad asked me to take care of him. I run past the streets, roughly in the same direction I saw them run. This is bad. I'm not even sure if I'm going in the right direction. They were already gone by the time I got out of the residency. I look at the Digivice. Maybe Dad added some function for cases like this? So I move to the other buttons that I haven't checked yet, going for the middle button. It's divided into two. An unnecessary design, but I press the lower one, and the screen lights up, showing the time. A small scenery made of pixels. A small pixelated sprite of what appears to be Gamamon. It looked angry, jumping at one side of the screen as if it was attacking something. Is this showing Gamamon's state? I press the button again, showing a screen full of data and numbers. I don't understand what they're for, and I have no time to get to understand it. I press it again and the screen changed to an image of Gamamon, surrounded by a circle with a small arrow slightly trembling on top of it. Suddenly pops out of the screen as a hologram. Is this a compass? I pointed forward, though a bit to the left of where I was going, and it had a sprite of Gamamon in the middle, still attacking. Does this point at where Gamamon is? If that's the case, I know where to go now. I pass the next street and go to the left, as the arrow of the compass starts to deviate towards there. And a street later, I arrive at a park. By the entrance of it, there's a broken handrail that appears to have been impacted by something like a car, and past it, a few broken trees barely holding out. Bump. Ring! From inside the park, I hear sounds of trees falling to the ground and the ringing of clocks. The time of my Digivice goes out of control. They're here! I run into the park, not needing to look at the compass anymore, as a huge explosion of dust happens that can be seen from above the trees. As I pass through the fallen trees, I reach the area with games for children in the park. I see Clockmon jumping out of the branches of a tree and then onto the top of a tall clock set on an extreme of the area, followed by a growling Gamamon. Why do you keep following me, child? I'm not interested in your time, only in the humans. But there are only so many minutes I'm willing to waste on this. I'll take it all away if you don't stop. Gamamon looked enraged, flexing his claws and growling at Clockmon. He raised his claws at Clockmon. You're gonna make me go kaboom! He then rushed forwards, towards Clockmon. He, with an irritated expression and voice, raised his hammer and jumped towards Gamamon. Well, you asked for it. Both were in the air as Clockmon swung his hammer. Your time is mine. Getting very Shang Tsung vibes. Your soul is mine. And then both stopped in midair as the hammer clashed against a yellow spherical wave of energy around Gamamon. For a moment, it looked as if the time of both of them had stopped, until the wave disappeared and Gamamon was sent flying to the ground. Red, flat rings starting to grow out of his body. Gamamon! That's the same thing he did to Kotaro. As the pillar of energy started to leave Gamamon, Clockmon landed on the ground, the pillar twisting in the air and falling into him. A Digimon's time isn't the same after gazing at a human's. But I guess it's not bad once in a while. Gamamon looked to be in extreme pain. There aren't clear changes in him yet, but the ground around him is starting to lose its color. The grass quickly grows and grows until it withers and dies. I have to do something. I can't let him do that to Gamamon. Dad asked me to take care of him. I don't get how or why it's happened, but he's now my little brother. I look around for anything that could be useful, but I find nothing. There has to be something I can use. I raised the Digivice, hoping it would have something, anything that could help. But while looking at it, I catch in the corner of my eyes something on the ground. A branch with a few chestnuts on it. That's it! I rush to grab it and position myself behind Gamamon. Huh? What's this? Clockmon sounds surprised about something. And suddenly, something starts coming out of Gamamon. Some type of dark cloud starts coming out of his body, starting to take on a monstrous shape. But standing behind him, I can't make out many details. But that doesn't matter. My hand trembles looking at it, but I grip my teeth and force it to be steady. I don't understand the powers of these Digimon, and Gamamon may look scary right now, but I still have to help him however I can. I won't let him end up like Kotaro. I'll save him, and then make Clockmon return Kotaro his time. I enter... Oh, I had to crack my neck there. I enter into a pose, remembering the handful of times I played baseball years ago, and throw the branch at Clockmon, making sure it passes over the pillar of energy on top of Gamamon. Is that a ruler? What? Clockmon for a moment looks scared, but that changes into shock as the branch passes over Gamamon and is quickly pushed upwards by the stream of energy. The chestnuts on it quickly growing into giant trees in front of our eyes and falling towards Clockmon. What the? He quickly jumps forward to avoid 3 huge dying trees falling on top of him. But one of their branches gets him, violently smashing him into the ground. The branch breaks, and he's stunned for a moment, and the stream of energy stops and disappears. Gamamon has been freed from it. Gamamon, you okay? Hero! Nice going! The black cloud surrounding Gamamon disappears, and he gets up, looking at me with gratitude in his eyes. Take a step forward. I don't understand yet, but you're my brother, right? Yeah, I'm Hero's little brother. Let's do this, Gamamon. We'll beat Clockmon. Yeah, let's do it. Damn human. Gamamon rushes forward, towards Clockmon as he's trying to get up. The Digivice on my wrist suddenly feels like it's heating up, and the word appears in my mind, and almost by instinct, I shout it out. Break Claw! Now it's my turn! Shouting those words, Gamamon's right claw starts releasing explosions of yellow energy as he swings at a Clockmon that can't defend himself on time. The clock-like bottom body of Clockmon is shattered, the broken clock hands and ceramic pieces flying through the air as he's sent flying backwards, loudly hitting the back of a dead tree, caving it in. Oh. What's going on? Soup derp! Oh, we have a bot. Where is my mod? Thank you, Meg. Time, soul, what's the difference? None of them are respected nowadays. How's your day going, Derp? It's a good reason to break and see how the chat's getting on. I'm just going to listen for a bit. Okay, so nothing's really changed since then. Okay. A link to buy followers. One of those. Even I've received those. Alright, let's see. What's Frosty got to say? In the dimly lit glow of Ami Borshak's stream, a shadowy figure, Miss Meg Winter, lurked in the background, ears tuned to the tale of Digimon ghost strife. Suddenly, as if 109's botched job at spamming links to fame caught the eye of Reiko Lupus, a seasoned detective in the chat, who sniffed out the deleted evidence. Meanwhile, Seribot played the role of the ad jingle, reminding us all that every good story has a price. Everyone has a price. Ha 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 ha. Money, 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 money. Sorry. $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. That theme song is now in my head. Meg best mod. Making MMO progress. Nice. Still listening. Dozing. What the fuck is this? We're doing fanfic reading. It was one of the donation goals from the birthday stream. Remember? So I'm following through on the goals. So, I've frozen again, have I? Motherfucker. Magic Mirror, why are you so useless? Alright, fine. I don't think there's much of this left anyway, so we'll be took me more than a year to make Ami read it, and it was only possible by using that goal reward to make it a stream. Yep, every chapter. This is going to be the case for every chapter. I hope this reading, Reiko, quells your thirst. I mean, I read the first chapter and a half while I was moving house, so but to get me to read it like this, yeah, it's taken you a minute. All right then. All right, one last push. Oh, yeah, one last push. Clockmon's cry of pain resonates through the park. He's badly hurt. His bottom, ooh, saucy. His bottom body badly broken, and his spine must be in pretty bad shape after landing on that tree. Take that, you Clockman! Gamamon shouts victoriously. I walk towards them. Now, Clockmon, return everyone's time. You human. Do you think you can give me orders? Gamamon walks with me as we get closer to Clockmon. You're badly hurt, and the fight is over. Give Kotaro back his time. Yeah, like Hiro said. I can't believe I'll have to waste it to escape. And it'll barely do anything in my state, but damn it! Clockmon suddenly swings his hammer at his own clock. A wave quickly expands from Clockmon, passing through me and Gammamon, and suddenly, Clockmon was gone. What? Where is... Hero! He's there! Gammamon pointed towards the trees. There I could see Clockmon dragging himself across the ground. When did he get that far? Gammamon, let's go after him. I run forward, but after just a few steps, I stop. Gammamon's not following. Looking back, Gammamon is still raising his claw, pointing at the forest. He's not moving. Gammamon, what happened? Hero, what are you waiting for? What are you out here waiting for? He's getting away. Suddenly, Gammamon was at my feet, shaking me. What? But he was... Oh, don't tell me that! Looking towards the trees, Clockmon was barely visible past the sea of trees, as if he had moved dozens of meters in an instant. He messed up our time! He did what? Gammamon stopped mid-sentence, frozen in place with his mouth open. This is bad. At this rate, he's going to escape. Before I finished my sentence, Gammamon suddenly disappeared. Now he was running towards Clockmon, frozen in place. And Clockmon was gone. Hero! Hero! Gammamon was now at my feet, looking up at me with a sad expression. I think what he did stopped working, but he's gone. He's gone? Ugh. I fall to my knees, punching the ground, tears forming in my eyes. Damn it! Kotaro, he still hasn't returned. He still hasn't returned Kotaro's time to him. Hero. I look up to Gammamon. He's looking at me sadly. Feels like he's feeling responsible for this, even if he doesn't know who Kotaro is. I can't let him feel like that. I need to look cool and collected. I'm his big brother now. I clean the tears from... I'm his big brother now. I clean the tears from my face and get up. And I look towards where Clockmon ran off to. Gammamon? Clockmon stole the time from a dear friend of mine. He's now in a hospital bed, unconscious and at risk of dying. I grab at my chest, trying to keep my emotions in check. I'm going to track down Clockmon and force him to return to Kotaro and all of his victims the time he stole. Would you help me? Hero! Of course, leave it to me. We'll give that Clockmon boom and kabam! Thanks, Gammamon. After a moment of silence, I reach down and pick up Gammamon. But for now, let's go back. It's late, so we should go home. Home? Yes, let's go. Let's sleep, and tomorrow go find that bad Clockman. I'm getting pretty sleepy. You fought really hard. I pat Gammamon's head as he quietly laughs and quickly falls asleep in my arms. He fought really hard against that monster to protect me and got some of his time stolen. He must be exhausted. With determination running in my heart, I start walking back to the residency. Dad. I don't know what's happening or why, but I swear I'll take care of Gammamon, and Kotaro, I swear I'll save you. So hold up as much as you can. I will recover your time. And well, that ending's a bit different, hey. Right, that's a bit of a different ending to the fight with Clockmon. We still get the little Gulus Gamamon tease, but Clockmon gets away and Kotaro's time hasn't been restored, so we don't get a little happily ever after ending. So that's interesting. Very, very different. But bravo. So, notes. And this was the first chapter of Digimon Ghost Strife. I hope you enjoyed it. The plans for the big story are mostly done, but I still don't have a perfectly clear path. I still don't have perfectly clear the path to it. With some things I want to do with the story that I'm not sure where to place them, but I'll be thinking about it over time. I plan to release a new chapter every 2 to 3 weeks. 1 week early for my patrons that sub to see illustrations a week earlier, and I decided to throw writing at them instead. I'm a bad creator. Writing is not my specialty, and I'm still pretty much new to writing stories. I'm more of a drawing person, so this fic won't ever be my priority, and I may take more time that you're taking time, are you, Clockmon? Reiko is Clockmon confirmed. I may take more time than expected with some new chapters, but I hope it's at least an enjoyable read. If you have read until the end, you have my deepest thanks. This is a work born from love and pure spite, and I hope my feelings for this franchise that I love and hate can be felt. Have a good day, stranger. Welcome, stranger. Aw. Apollomon X Stingmon? I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Gotta find a reason to push the uncaring and unambitious hero to do something in the story. I mean, valid. It's a nice ending to, like, one of Ghost Game's problems is that it is very, very fond of, resetting the status quo by the end of each episode. It didn't really do two-parters. So I like what you've done here. I genuinely do. I like what you've done here. Will I read the rest of it on stream? Only time will tell. Okay. But everyone, give Reiko kudos and applause because it was very well put together. I doubt you'll leave. I doubt you'll even read it on your own. I did while I was moving, so but going back to it, it's sad you weren't here for the start of it. Celestia Ludenberg in chat. Wow. It's good to see you again. How are you doing? Rubbing it on my face. Reiko, that sounds incredibly lewd. That sounds incredibly lewd, Reiko. You may want to reconsider your you may want to reconsider your wording. and it ended up just being a chapter and a half. Look, okay, so I'm getting back to turning back to what I was about to say. Oh, turning back to what I was about to say. Um, I am kind of sad you missed the start of all this, and I do recommend going back and watching the VOD because one thing I said at the start of this was I'm jealous. Like, truly. Like, not in a. Don't die. Best girl from Danganronpa. Woo! Best girl, huh? Fair. If living on the internet taught me something, it's that horny people will find everything horny. Carefully picking my words won't change it. He remains a Simpsons man, huh? Well, uh, this was I read this because it was a donation goal that we hit during my donathon. I don't know if we'll. And then and then I think I was asking on Discord for recommendations, and I'd been kind of putting I've been putting this off, and I admit that. The same with the creepypastas. We hit the creepypasta threshold, and I asked for suggestions on Discord, and I think we've got one. So I'll have to look at the thread again and see what the suggestion box says for the creepypastas, but always like put stuff in the in the suggestion box on Discord, because I do look at that for like ideas like this. But anyway, you want Ami to make a fanfic? I mean, I can I can do that. Um so hold on. Let me circle back a bit because we're kind of getting distracted. The thing I said is the thing I said at the start of this was that I'm jealous. And I am. I am actually jealous of you for doing this. And not in a huffy puffy kind of way, but like a goddamn, you actually found and made the time, no pun intended, based on the chapter contents. But you actually found and made the time to put this together. Meanwhile, during Adventure 2020, I was like, this is something I wanted to do for Adventure 2020. I wanted to have my own let me have a go at fixing Adventure 2020 story. So I'm honestly as jealous as I am that you, but I never made the time to do it, and now it's just kind of one of those things that's forever on the back burner, right? So, as jealous as I am, I'm incredibly happy. It's a positive or a non toxic kind of jealousy, like a damn, you beat me to it kind of thing. So kudos, like you deserve all the praise in the world for finding and making the time to do this and sticking with it. Um, Meanwhile, gritty survival story about a tomato escaping from a bunny trying to eat them. Wow. Um, so one thing we could do. Just make a writing stream. That's You pulled the words right out of my brain, Reiko. You pulled the words right out of my brain. Because, well, the backlog is shrinking. The backlog is shrinking. We're two dot hack games into the four I want to get through this year. We're two down, two to go. Outside of after Apollo Justice, we're going to be doing Danganronpa Ultra Despair Girls, right? That's still going to be once a week because I don't want to be doing visual novels 3 days a week. Because my poor throat, and I need my throat for my day job. Throat goat. What? Who said that? But I wanted to do something different this year, right? And I'm start like the model kits. I know we did that Dark Magician Girl model kit over the Donathon or the birthday streams, right? And I've got the Shine Greymon or Metal Greymon or Siren model kits to get through as well. So the model kits are a way of not just being a video game streamer, because honestly it's saturated. And I'd love to you know, dive into other means of content creation and not always feel like that I can't, because I've said it before, chat, I can't play video games for myself anymore. I can't. My brain will not let me play and enjoy something for myself unless I'm hanging out with you guys. So I need to break the chain there. And like the model kit stuff was a way of stepping out of that comfort zone, I suppose. Writing streams may be the next one. Um I've had a book idea jostling around in my head for a couple of years. And I think it's a bad thing. I've heard you try. You still talk to the ether. I do. I do. It's I do. I still talk to the ether. I talk to the chat in my head. I'm broken. I am fucking broken. Um from this. Irreparably so, probably. So I want to try and help myself in that regard. Um Again, I've had a book idea jostling around in my head for a couple of years. And I still have all my notes. I still have all my my character designs. I still have all of it. I've never made that a stream thing though, because that's too open to theft, right? Not that I don't trust you guys, but other people wouldn't be so honest, you know? So, but the point I'm getting to is even taking 1 day a month and doing like a dedicated um that well, here's the thing. Having a dedicated stream even once a month where we just hash out a chapter or a short story or something might just give me the motivation I need to start putting that book idea together. And then I could share it once I have everything, published and patented and kind of ready to ship out and available, on, maybe I do an audiobook version of it. Maybe, maybe it goes up on Audible or something. I don't know. but it's one of those things, and yeah. Look, you know, it's an idea I have on the. Oh my God, Derp! Why?
The reflex just cheered 1,000 bits. I believe in you, Emmy and Meg.
Oh, Derp, I am super appreciative. Thank you so much for the 1,000 bits. All on the wheel? You want to spin the wheel? Oh, fuck me. Okay. Let me get the wheel of misfortune here. Hold on. Yo. Oh. Christ on a bike. Right, so you get 2 spins of the wheel, Derp. This fucking hat out of here. Alright. 3, 2, 1, spin A. Oh no! No! Oh, why? Oh, I don't even have any Pepsi in the house to do it. So, Derp, I'll do that one for you again. You're technically getting 3. Oh, I don't have half the ingredients needed for that. So, um, I'll spin it again for you. I told you to delete that. I'm sorry, I forgot. Alright, let's try that again. Fuck you. No. Ooh. Ooh. I gotta. Ooh. I gotta talk with an ooh voice for like 5 minutes. Ooh. You're not wasting the milk for my tea in the morning either, so you have 0. Ooh. Hold on. You are not wasting the milk for my tea in the morning either, so you have 0. Ooh. Oh, this is gonna. I gotta do this until 3:15. Fuck. Alright then. Well, let's give Derp the second spin. And ooh. Free space! Woohoo! I or E. I or E. I or E. Stretch. Oh, my shoulders. Oh, that's what I get for nearly falling asleep in the bath earlier. Well, good sir. You got your spins of the wheel.
Derp_reflex
What?
just cheered 50 bits.
50?
No, you don't. Spin the wee.
50 doesn't get you a spin, my dear. I think the wheel can go away now. I wasn't expecting the Wheel of Misfortune to come back out, though. No one ever takes me up on the exercise options. It's great. um. Also, um. Uh. Oh well. Back to the chapter. Um. But damn luck. I know. It's so unfortunate. I know. I guess, you know, it was probably for the best that, well, no, maybe not for the best, but. Motherfucker!
Derp_reflex just cheered 1000 bits. How much to add drink soup to the wheel also spin?
Stop giving Amazon your money to make me do things. I mean, I am grateful for these. I am grateful for these big numbers, but how much of that does Amazon get? You're on phone right now? I know Derp doesn't want you to sleep, but I want me to sleep, so good luck. Dynamis is just piecing out. Aw, Didymus Kun. Thank you for being here, and I hope the reading was to your liking. I hope you sleep well and have maybe don't have any dreams about clock monsters taking your life away. That's probably not what you need, so don't you know, don't die. She says as she puts the fucking clock monster back on the screen. What? Oh good, the 5 minutes are up. Okay. Alright. I definitely won't dream of talking tomatoes and Meg liking ketchup. Alright. Let's let me bring the wheel back up, I guess. Spin one. How much to add drink soup? I tell you what. There you go. Right? That'll do it, right? I'd rather have chicken noodle soup than fucking pilk, so. Poor Kerbal just like, hey, wait a minute. Oh, poor Kerbal. Oh. I tell you what. Um. I don't want chicken noodle soup at like 3:30 in the morning, but I will. I tell you what, Derp. I tell you what. To make up for the free space, I'll do. I'll make some soup up tomorrow, and I'll make a video for the Discord or something, like I did with Blunter's Pilk last year. Um. We do have it. I know we do. I know. So I think that's no, no, God damn it! You saw nothing. You saw nothing, Blunter Comet. You saw nothing. Anyway, so two spins for the derp. Fucking ads. All right, 3, 2, 1, and go. Ah, fuck. Well, that's another day of pain to add to my Yeah, that's another day of pain to add to my to the life I live, I suppose. Two times, yeah, 2 times spicy. Ah, it'll be fine. Ah, we'll pick up a pack. You can try to do it all at once and fill the spicy nudes with pilk. Ew. Ew, that sounds like it would just poison me, but... So, just while we're on the topic of nudes, there is... Where's the other one? Oh, there it is. There we go. Oh, Meg got there. Nice. Derp. uh, Derp, I don't know if you saw, but I did the cup between the boobs thing over on Blue Sky. That picture exists. And when I was taking my bath earlier, I was very tempted to do sudsy bubble bath boobs, but you know, people slept on the glass between the booba pics, so I was like, nah, you don't deserve them. No. Oh yeah, my big old biddies are just out there on Blue Sky. Alright, so before I do the second spin from that 1,000, let's see what Frosty has to say. In the shadowy corners of Ami Borshok's chat, a plot thickens. Derp stirs the pot, demanding a fanfic donathon, while Miss Meg Winter guards against the heresy of pilk. The Code Crown spins tales of pride merch and self-care oaths. Reiko and Kerbal jest about writing and tomato survival sagas. As the ad break looms like a cliffhanger, Ami Borshak calls for a spicy nudes sans pilk. Will they conquer or be consumed? Lunter saw my Sunset Overdrive character. Valid. But I thought you liked the women strong and the men idiots. So... okay. So let's do this second spin. 3, 2, 1. Also, if it lands on something you've already gotten, I'm gonna spin again because, yeah. Oh! Oh, that's interesting. Huh. Well. Well, hold on. Excuse me a second. Um. Uh. Well, this is weird. No. This one. Oh, this feels wrong. Oh, this feels fucking wrong. Um. So. I don't remember the last time this version of me got to be over here. This is weird. So, yeah. Joke's on you. I like, man, Ami uses Uno reverse. Ah, oh no, he's hot. Yeah, this feels wrong. I'm not gonna lie. I don't feel this is just very different. I don't remember the last time he was over here. So, so well done, Derp. I hope that spin was worth it. I hope it was worth it. I guess this is the avatar we end the stream with, so that's funny. Um just gotta de-equip everything. But I gotta give AJ a slutty outfit too. No. Kerbal. I'm nope. I'm just gonna keep my back to everyone because this is no, I can't. uh, yeah. Um hi, I guess. Make them wear make them wear a tube top and shorts. Crop top it up like Gambit. Oh. Hmm. Maybe. I mean, the wheel would have to land on that option again in future. So I don't want to make any promises I may not be able to fulfill, you know? Oh, that's still there, huh? Okay. Let me get rid of that. I'm gonna de-equip everything in real time. So So prepare. It's okay. I can look at Ami and go, Mom. Shake his. You want to shake my handle, huh? Not my hand, but my handle, huh? Yeah, this is okay. Well, guys, look, it is 2:30 in the morning. So I think that's where we'll finish. I think that's where we'll finish up. This has been fun. This really has. Again, I do want to get into more. I'm frozen. Oh God, and what an expression to freeze on. Stupid magic mirror, why are you so broken? Mom, Daddy, Mom, Tommy. See, it was too much for Magic Mirror to handle, and now the program has crashed. I hope you're all proud. I hope you're all proud of yourselves. All right, hold on. Let me load up the program one more time, and then we'll get out of here. Ah. There we go. That was worth the bits. Well, I'm happy. Oh, hello. um so yeah. So hi everyone, my name is AJ. Welcome to the end of the stream. I hope you had fun. And Ami will be back with Meg tomorrow for more of Chapter 4 of Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. But the politicians, Reiko, we have to fight them. Oh, yeah, that's that. No, oh god, that's fine. That's fine. No, Crown, stop advertising. No more bits. We have to go to bed. Nobody assassinates ours. This is true. This is true. No, nobody assassinates our politicians, so we have to use democracy to vote them out. So, you know, for clarity, that was a joke. I am not condoning assassination, Twitch. I am not condoning assassination. You fuck right off. That was a joke. That was a fucking joke. But yeah, sure. Objection! Oh, I should really replace that with the Apollo objection, huh? Or is it worth it now that we're in Chapter 4? I probably should have put some forethought on that and changed it when we started the game.
Think you can take me?
Don't forget me!
Don't forget me.
Nice. Switch it with the guitar one? You mean Clavier's? Oh, but Clavier's a glimmerous fop and I don't like him. Oh. Sound alerts must be broken again. I'm sorry. I'll make sure you get your points back on that. Sound alerts must be broken again. Actually, hold on. Let me see if I can I log into sound alerts and do I just need to like log in and reconnect it to Twitch or something? Because it's bad about that, right? It's bad about just randomly breaking the connection for no reason. Like, your redeem is fucking there. Just now. Let me do it for you again. Cannot replay. Your browser source is offline. Yeah, so fucking... What do you mean my browser source is offline? Stupid thing. Let me delete it and re-add it. Hold on. Browser source. Add. Sound alerts. Add. Right. Hold on. Let me try that again for you, Derp.
Long, long
There you go. I hope that helped. Right. What the fuck is that emote? You know what? I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I'm waiting on the mug. Has it shipped out yet? Our mugs got here very quickly, so you should be good there. I'm still waiting on one of Meg's t-shirts to arrive. It was meant to arrive like by tomorrow, but it hasn't even left America yet, so sucks to be Meg, I guess. Oh, nice. Hey, Yuki! Because Derp got the option for me to slide evolve on the wheel. So yeah, I get to be AJ for the end of the stream. Yeah, there she is. There's Avi. Shoes? Give me the shoes. Alrighty. Well, guys, we're gonna leave it there. Everyone, thank you so much. I love and appreciate all of you. Derp, thank you for all of the itty bitty little titties. I really appreciate it. Oh my god, Crocs. So thank you for that. What else? We got. Let me bring my Twitch dashboard up here a sec. Thank you to Wingit94 for the Prime sub. I hope you had a good time here. Thank you very much for joining in. Thank you for the follow also. Kerbal, thank you for the raid. And that's okay. That's everything. So, God, it's 20 to 4 in the morning, so I'm going to forego the raid tonight because actually, you know what? Hold on. Let me see who's available. We got a lot of kindness today, and we should pass the love forward. We should, pay it forward, so to speak. So, let me see who's available for the L raid, and You know what? I genuinely do not remember the last time we raided into Spore. And Spore is currently playing Destiny 2. So yeah, let's go. We'll go raid Spore. Because I genuinely don't remember the last time we've done that. So oh god, the looking for channels to raid box changed. Oh, it's so weird now. Why? Why? Quick filters following. Okay, thank you. Oh wow, it actually tells you now if you subscribe to each other or if you follow each other. That's incredible. Right, well look, we'll start the raid into Spore Rose. And everyone, thank you so much. Yeah, change about last month. I have not noticed. I guess I got the update late or something. Even the other night when we raided into Baffy, it was the old one. So, oh my god, the crossover. What are those? Thanks for the stream. This will never happen again. Never say never. Never say never. So, everyone, look, one more time, thank you so much for today. I hope you all had fun. You know, I do like doing these different streams, so I hope to do, you know, more different non-video gamey stuff in the future. This! And yeah, so but tomorrow Meg and I will be back with more of chapter 4 of Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. Look after yourselves, take care, and if you're watching in Ireland, go vote tomorrow if you're able, because that shit's important. We'll see you soon. Bye.